Hello, hello, hello. Oh, there you go. Good afternoon, everyone. We're just going to do a little bit something a little bit different for today. Instead of starting from scratch, we're going to do what I originally started digital art with. Scanning in paper and pencil drawings and then doing the line art and coloring digitally. So we're going to start off with this here drawing of an OC of mine, Risillia Himura. Just a drawing that I'm fairly proud of and would like to see done colored and inked. So that's what we're going to start off with today. I thought about doing a colored line art instead of just pure black, but I'm thinking for her, the pure black would just work, I think, better. I was thinking about doing it white to give her a kind of like ghostly glow and appearance, but she's got a lot of light colors in her design already, so I didn't want it to just kind of all fade together. So we're gonna just stick with a standard black as we work in her eyes here. Fill in those lashes, those wonderfully maintained lashes. Would not be an OC of mine without some wonderfully maintained lashes. That's what I always like to say. Not only her lashes, but then we're gonna make the eyes are also some black sclera. I think that's how you say that, the whites of the eyes, sclera? Can't remember where the L is in that word. But I know that word not because of biology class, but because I like Homestuck. And when you have a bunch of characters with yellow whites of where the white of their eyes are yellow instead of white, that word comes up quite a bit. So that's our vocab trivia of the day. A little cracked porcelain doll. Little cracks. And shunk. Just like that. I do. Is her nose? Her nose looks off for me. I think that's just because I'm so used to. I think that's a better nose. A little too big. That's better. Mm-hmm. Just a little bit of coloring in for the eyes. See, Resilia is an older character. Again, from the high school days. I did a lot of character creation in my high school days. And of the high school bunch, she's one of more of the later additions. She's always kind of been this eerie, dark, kind of ghost, phantom-like character. Very early iterations of her were like reminiscent of Ju-on the Grudge and the girl from The Ring. But I guess I just kind of, I don't know, she's got more cheery as years gone on. She's still got the whole black white of the eyes and uncanny undead aesthetic going, but she's just kind of happy-go-lucky now, which I think is fun. I have plenty of characters to fill that dark and gloomy personality-wise, so why not just have fun with her? You know? So yeah. I also had the idea for the cracks because kind of give it a look of like a porcelain doll, but damaged, which I think kind of adds to that just unearthly air about her. Because like underneath those cracks, you see is just black, starry darkness, and you kind of get a glimpse into just the fact that I mean she's a little weird looking, but like could pass as human, and then you see past the cracks and the yawning abyss beyond. It's like, no, 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 that's absolutely not something of this world. And I think that's fun. Mm-hmm. But we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Now for her hair, which I assure myself will be a nice and simple task. But I know it won't be. As far as hair goes, this is one of the more complicated ones. It was simpler at one point, but I can't have that. I have a friend who has generally much more simplistic character designs, and they're all good. But me, I'm just like, it's got to be more. She can't just have a bob cut. It has to be just like fucking 5 billion strands of hair at any given time, which makes drawing always a little bit of a chore. Burdened by my own hubris. Not even hubris, just my own preferences. Could I draw a character design simpler? Of course. Will I? Probably not, because it'll just look incomplete to me. I like all the kind of crazy flowy bits. 'tis what it is. It's also, well, I mean, like, it's annoying sometimes to do these complex designs and stuff like that, but it's also kind of fun. Like, I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't fun or rewarding in some sense. Plus, it's always good practice, you know? Practice, practice, practice. Always gotta practice. That's how you get better at things. Even if it doesn't seem like it. You are. So even if it isn't your best work, it's a step towards your next best work. Because you always learn something. Even if you aren't like 100% conscious of it, you're learning something. You're building muscle memory at the very least. So the next time you do a thing, it'll be better. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's better. And the sparkles will leave for later. I do have the little light sparkle brush. So like when we're doing coloring and everything, that's when we'll break that out. And circle. Thank you. Now where would I be without you? Predictive stroke. Turning my incredibly shaky line art into like something actually usable. Just a little bit of shading on that cleavage. Just 'cause why not? We're just having fun. Just keep on going. Just really color this in. I think this is why I also wanted to do the pure black line art, is so I can get these really nice dark internal shots of her. Boom, like that. We'll keep on going. Yeah, starting off, I didn't really have the, I don't want to say confidence, but like, I guess I could say confidence. Because it was one part confidence, one part no real desire to do just like straight digital art, like from sketch to final coloring all digitally. When I was starting off, I just did stuff like this, where it's just like I had a cool drawing that I did in my sketchbook, take a picture of it, load it into Sketchbook, and then I'll ink it and do it there. I don't know why I didn't feel confident. I mean, it's a little different from pencil and sketchbook, as I've complained about more. I don't know why, but shaky strokes are amplified like 1,000 times, 100 times more noticeable in digital art than it is in traditional art, at least in my experience. And so that's just something you have to adjust to. But for the most part, I mean, it's the same set of skills. You just gotta, I don't want to say adapt. I guess, yeah, adapt. I guess get used to it. Although it's not really that different. For the most part, the skill set of a traditional artist and a digital artist are relatively the same. If you know how to draw a hand traditionally, you probably know how to draw it digitally, and vice versa. Yeah, am I gonna expect a traditional artist to know all the ins and outs of like Photoshop? No. But like the base art skill set, let's say, not so much like medium knowledge, is relatively the same. At least for drawing digitally and drawing traditionally. Sure, with like painting or charcoals and stuff like that, it's a little bit different. But for me, where it's just basically whether I draw it traditionally and ink it with Sharpies or ink it digitally and color with markers or color digitally, it's kind of all the same kind of stuff. Just I feel like digitally allows me a lot more freedom in what I can do versus where my skill set is traditionally. And these little orbs too, we'll also get back to. They're kind of like little will-o-wisps float around her, so I'm going to use the glowy brush for that as well. That was one poor spiral, if I do say so myself. Let's try that again. That wasn't much better. I think I think I'm overextending myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Better. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and take your time. Can't rush these things. Mm-hmm. Her hair comes back round over here. This is real shaky. But now it's better. Yeah, hair especially is just something I like to go just over the top with. You just have it in go in all kinds of directions, all kind of funky styles, colors. Just really go bonkers with it. If you ever get to a character of mine, Levi, that was a character that I just decided no idea is uh, dumb or stupid enough to not include in this hairstyle. I'm just going to make it the most over the top complex nonsense. And And it turns out pretty alright in my opinion. It works. Man, these curves are kicking my ass. Which is a shame, because I'm the one that created you to begin with. Why won't you listen to me? We're gonna do it? I think so. Of course. Of course. There we go. Now only 500,000 more to go. Woo! Sometimes you also just gotta attack a thing from a different angle. Because your wrist moves in a certain way. I always heard that it's easier to, what is it? Pull straight lines and push curves. So like, you move the pencil towards you to do curves and push away from you to do lines. That's easier or harder to do depending on the angle in which you're drawing. Which is why you'll see me spin the canvas around like it's a goddamn disco ball. It's just me readjusting. Seeing if I can't get a better angle for all this. And other times it's just to give myself motion sickness. Yeah, I apologize if any of you do have motion sickness in the spinning around and constant zooming, unzooming of the canvas. Setting that off. Should I put a warning for that? Drawing stream, motion sickness warning. I'm sure that'll raise some eyebrows. Could be funny to see someone's reaction. It's like, how is it? You're just drawing. How is it motion sickness? It's like, oh, you'll see. And then you watch the stream and I'm spinning the canvas around like it's the inside of a washer machine. And you immediately throw up. Yeah, that's the kind of art stream I want to do. Just make people nauseous. Through no fault of my, well, I guess a fault of my own. I can't really say through no fault of my own. But I just suppose only the strong survive in my art streams. Can't bear the heat, get out of the can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen and all that. But Sasha, it's just an art stream. It's like it's never just an art stream. This is a trial that you and I will face together and become stronger when we survive and come out on the other end. Bonded. Like warriors in ancient Sparta. These two things are exactly the same. My art stream and ancient Spartan training. Same amount of hardships. Guaranteed. Possibly the same amount of blood, sweat, and tears, too. Tears for emotional vulnerability, sweat from physical exertion, and blood because I don't know how to use a Zacto knife, and I'm just gonna wing it. And then, oh, what do you know? Blood. That was a fun experience. Experimenting with like paper craft and like cutting out my drawings from my sketchbook. Just, I don't know. having them like as a physical decoration within my room and whatnot. And so I got an X-Acto knife. Because the only pair of scissors I had were from like the 3rd grade and do not fit my big boy hands anymore. I think I mean, I did use them still before I got the X-Acto knife because God forbid I use proper tools for the things that I want to do. I think my hand was pretty cramped up after that. It's not meant to make precision cuts with a pair of scissors 3 times too small for you. That's how you get arthritis. Don't know if that's true, but until proven otherwise, if I get arthritis, I know who to blame. Picture it now, those lime green plastic scissors. Well, not plastic. They are metal. I mean, they are scissors. Do they make plastic scissors? I don't know if that would, it probably would not work as well as like metal scissors for like obvious reasons and whatnot, but I wonder if they don't make it for like, I don't know, things that could be cut with plastic. Yeah, I'm not coming up with a very long list of things that applies to, but who knows? It may exist. Just the worst pair of scissors made out of dull plastic. I mean, I guess if they could make like plastic knives and cutlery, you could theoretically make plastic scissors. It'd probably be just as effective as plastic cutlery, which is not great, but like in a pinch it could work, who knows? I don't know. Too many unanswerable questions. Definitely have to be left to wonder. Yeah, almost done with her hair. Alright. Whew. That's one of the biggest hurdles of this drawing down. The rest is, well, everything else. Okay. Let's get her headdress done first, real quick. Nice and easy. Because she is from the Lotus Federation, her headdress is kinda sorta designed after a lotus flower, which only seemed to make sense to me. There we go. Bam. Headdress done. Now I believe we can start attacking the rest of her outfit. So let's start right here. And I think I got the kimono right when it's right over left. That's how they do it for funerals. And since our dear Risillia is kind of an undead phantom, I thought it only makes sense to have it done that way. So yes, I did do that deliberately. The rest of her outfit. I'm not sure what this piece is called. Just gonna call it the waist wrap for right now, because that's kind of what it's doing. Wrap it around her waist. Bam. We're just gonna keep going at a nice steady pace. Like I said, don't want to rush. That's how mistakes are made. It's coming together nicely. Now we'll do this full lotus design. It's the middle of the afternoon, but I'm already kind of sleepy. Like I've just been anticipating this stream and the 6th anniversary of FGO to those who celebrate. And I just kind of tuckered myself out already. So we might just do what we did with the Shiloh's stream and get the line art and like base colors done and finish things up at a later date. We'll see how my energy levels are going for that. Because this is pretty complex as far as my designs go, so. I know this isn't going to work, but. Oh, well, that actually came out a whole lot better than I thought it was going to. Why do I ever doubt you? Predictive stroke. Is it all those other times that you fucked me over? That might be it. we go. Spirals are actually going much better than I thought it would. Nice and easy. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, that was mostly what I was doing before stream, was enjoying the FGO 6th anniversary festivities. Mainly. Actually rolling Koyanskaya. Woo! As well as the GSSR and getting the stupidest, sexiest demon clown, Shiodoman. Which, we take those, I suppose. I might kid, but that stupid clown really has grown on me. Yeah. Just all the servants and other stuff I got during the anniversary, and just getting them up to level and their skills up to level, and just doing stuff. Buying time before this stream began. Mm-hmm. Just having fun. Shunk. Yeah, that could have been better. Best shunk. Yeah. This is the line that I'm going to be a perfectionist on, huh? Every other line, it's fine. But no, this line is where I, pardon the pun, draw the line. Or at least that's what I would do if I could, draw the line. Alright. We got it in the end. Bam. Nice and easy. Just like that. Just a little tattered marks. Rip tatter marks on the edges of this sleeve here. Bam. Easy. Now we do our hand. Just go over a little bit. And now we got a fingernail. Just like that. Mm. Now we'll do all the little pattern. Look like hearts, but they look like hearts, but the idea was more so of like a sakura petal. Although the heart look kind of works too. But that was the intention. But bam, bam, and bam. Just taking things nice and easy. They maybe should have had some coffee to drink. Because maybe that would have made me a little bit more awake. Because I'm a pretty sleepy boy right now. And I'm not entirely sure why. Bam. Alright, that's that sleep done. Let's move on to the next. And it's going to be something else to try to keep track of all this different layers and stuff when I'm coloring. Because I sure will just lose track of what lines are meant supposed to be one thing. And just color them completely wrong. Hopefully, when we get to coloring, I'll have remembered what lines do what. Bam. Bam. Yeah. Bam. There we go. It's a shame I don't. Yeah, I didn't do it in this drawing. But in previous drawings of her that I've had, I just did not have the room in this one to do, is her weapon, which I'm really proud of its design. Because it's a sword, but like the blade part, it's like this glowy purple, dark magic flame blade. And then the rest of it is almost like one of those old gas street lights. So the real nice kind of lantern, and then the post, and then from that got chains circle around everything. 'Cause who doesn't love chains? I know I love chains. Don't use them enough in my designs, but I should. If we ever get to Seoul, then we'll be in Chain Central. Bam. All right, last one. At least on the sleeves. Is this there? Yeah, she has it everywhere. Just keep on keeping on. Hmm. Shunk. Get into the rest of her outfit. And all the little frayed edges. Bam. Yeah. Because the original design was basically just white tattered sheet over torso, legs sticking out, arms underneath. To go from that to this outfit it's a jump. It's a jump I like. I'd say I wouldn't redesign a character if I didn't like the design that I went with, but I've like redesigned characters like back to back to back, trying out different ideas. Albion, in recent memory of mine, I just kept doing different designs because it's like I like this one, but it's just not quite there yet. It has aspects of what I'm looking for, but not the whole thing. Just not quite there yet. And I think his current design, which I've stumbled into, works for the most part. Alright, how to do this line. actually worked out relatively well, I think. Just gotta darken that up. Connect you there. We're golden. This is just shunk. Perfect. Yeah. But sometimes I redesign characters, not even because like I dislike the design they have right now, but I'm constantly getting new ideas and just why not? You could use a little touch up, tune up. Try this on for size. It's fun. It's like playing dress up with your dolls. You like them in this outfit, but I want to try them out in this outfit. That way everyone has fun. They're still kind of curved. There we go. Gotta exaggerate the curves sometimes because predictive stroke doesn't like slight curves. Sees a slight curve and it's like, nah, that's a straight line. And half the time I'm like, I love what you're doing, predictive stroke, but I really do just want a slight curving line this time. And they're like, straight line? It's like, no, slight curvy line. No, I think you meant straight line. And then I turn off predictive stroke. Which I've done sometimes because as much of a good tool as it is, sometimes I get frustrated redoing a line over and over again until I get it right that I'm just like, F it. It may not be perfect, but I'll try to freehand it. To mixed results. Sometimes it works. Other times I come crawling back. But hey, that's just the way things are sometimes, you know? As long as you never give up, it's all good. Looks like it's starting to rain where I am. That's nice. I always like the rain. Nice calming sound. It's pretty quiet up here in my room while I'm recording right now, so I usually draw with like YouTube or music playing in the background. So it's weird to be oddly silent while doing drawings. The sound of rain is a welcome, just so I can have a little bit more background noise than just my ceiling fan. Which you're doing amazing, ceiling fan. Keep up the good job. I always get so stupidly hot when I'm drawing. I don't know why. So I usually have AC, ceiling fan, bedside fan, everything going all at once. I'm just naturally, yeah, just naturally hot-blooded. Can't you see? I've got a fever of 103. You know, I always heard people say, like, how do we know it's not 100 degrees? And instead of 103. It's like, 100 degrees, yeah, I guess that's a fever. I don't think it's that bad of a fever. Again, not real medical advice, but nothing to be screaming at a doctor for. And plus, if you just, like, I'll give you 3 and degrees. They rhyme. They sound a little similar. But if you, like, really listen to the song, it's 103. Like, not even like a little bit. I guess a little bit up for debate, but not really. Okay, those turned out much better than I was expecting. Sure, it makes things a little wonky when it comes to tracing the design along them, but I will take it. Oh shit, I never did your hand. Let's get your hand a reprieve from the rest of your outfit. There we go. A little bit of cracky cracks. Yeah, really got to start breaking up these strokes. If I try to make them too long, my hand's just gonna mess up, and I'm gonna have to keep on doing it over again anyway, so might as well take my time. That's today's lesson. Take your time. Don't rush. Otherwise, you're gonna make mistakes. And if you don't make mistakes, then you're secretly luring yourself into a false sense of security, thinking that you can just rush through things with no consequences. That may hold up for a little bit, but then eventually you're going to be, yeah, you're going to be proven wrong. And then you have to re-evaluate all of your life's choices. Or maybe you might just have to draw a line over again. Either or. Really kind of does depend on the situation, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We're just having fun. A little modesty. Slit right there. I may be beginning to regret such a detail-oriented drawing for today's stream. Because I just kind of look at it and I'm just like, can't it be over? It's like, we're almost there. You can do it, buddy. We're all good. Now, speaking of FGO, I have it installed on this tablet. I play on mobile, but I had it installed on this tablet for like emergency changing of accounts in case something like catastrophic happens to my phone and I can save the account. But I was thinking maybe I could just stream like a new account playthrough of FGO. I think that might be fun. Because I do really like the Fate series and everything Nasu's done. So I think I could just have fun lore dumping and other stuff going through that. That could be a fun idea. Who knows, I might just do that later this week. Maybe after, because I'm really not feeling that we're going to finish this drawing in one stream. After we finish up this drawing, we might just do. Or you know what? Maybe to just break it up. Like a little break in between drawing, FGO drawing. I think that schedule could work. Yeah. If I'm rushing again. Rushing. This to that. That's done. Now, bam, bam. There we go. That's how we do it, folks. We take our time. There we go. Alright. All that's left to do now is our little old leggies. Then I think we can get some basic coloring in. Then we'd be all done. Now looking at it, not entirely sure what the hell is up with her shin. That's not. You're gonna make this difficult for me, aren't you? Don't stop it. There we go. That's at least somewhat better. At least I think so. That's really all that matters. As long as I think it's good, it's good. Add them cracky crews. There we go. Now we can turn off that sketch. Start layering some colors. I think we'll start. Her hair is a nice dark, real dark purple. Let's see how this looks. That's kind of hard to see with the black outline. Maybe a little bit less dark. There we go. Maybe a little bit darker. I think that works. Is that? No. I think I need to be a little bit more red. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the color I'm looking for. None of that indigo nonsense. Looking for purple, baby. But yeah. In earlier designs, too, like I said, like Ju on the Grudge and the Ring, she did have just kind of like straight black hair. And that was kind of her vibe for the longest time. Even after she started getting more cheery and leaning less out of that classic Japanese horror look. But now I think the dark purple works really well. Because I like using purples and blacks for like necromantic kind of powers, dark magic like that. So I think instead of her hair just being pitch black, which you know has its purpose and uses, I thought a nice little purple would work. Because mom's hair is red, her dad's hair is blue. So we get a nice little purple in the kiddo. Is that how genetics work? Don't at me. This is fantasy. Don't think about it too hard. Because I probably didn't. Or I did, and just missed the very obvious implications of my thoughts, which has also been a thing that has happened. But it's fine. Don't worry about it. There we go. Oh no, I forgot. Down here. Now her skin, that's just going to be a plain white. Just pale porcelain. Like a ghost. So that hole should be the purple from her hair. Because her hair is behind her like that, so through the hole would be her hair. Bam. Bam. I think that's all of her skin. I think right in here. There we go. And now I think I'll do the base of her kimono, which is this kind of soft lavender. Softer. Purpler. Yeah. We're just giving some rough colors and we can clean all this up later. But I just like getting the colors that nice and blocky. So I can just kind of see how it works generally in the composition. That should be purpley hair. Nonsense. There we go. Bam. then for just gonna make it darker. Like that. For this section here. This section here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go darker for that. Yeah. Gotta kind of break up all the purple. Do a nice kind of gold. Little dots here. Gold. This. Really nice and golden. These little spirals in gold too. All right. Come together rather nicely. Now just some soft pinks for Lotus. Is that too close to? Yeah, I think that's too close to the brightness. Make it a little bit darker. Yeah, so it stands up against that light lavender a little bit more. Doesn't just kind of fade into itself. And all that jazz. Boom, boom. Alright. I think we just need to do her eyes. White. Yeah. Soft lavender glow. Down. Just to color this in. I'm just gonna look up on my phone real quick what the yin yang symbol. Well, I know what it looks like, but I don't want to mess up which side is which. And all that jazz. Yin yang. Images. Okay, so bottom's black. Noted. Here we go. Then white. And with that, I think everything has a color. We're going at an hour and a half. I think just to finish this off, turn up the colors. I'll do a nice big boy outline. And we can end on that. Oops. Yeah. It's maybe a little too much. That's better. Bam. I'm probably gonna just have to, yeah, color this whole section in. That's my stomach a grumbling. Man, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I don't think I could have been less prepared for this stream today. Yeah, it's whatever. Oh, just a fun little learning experience. But just keep on keeping on. Nice, thick, bold outlines. Now the section done. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of those big black chunk sections in this drawing. This drawing loves to loop and close itself around. Alright. Man. This is going to be a lot more intensive than I thought it was going to be. I think I've said that enough. We're through. That could have been better. You know what? I like what we got going here. I think I might just take a pause today here. Getting real sleepy for one reason or another. But we'll probably continue this drawing some other stream, before or after an FGO stream maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you for joining in today. Have a nice rest of your day. And bye-bye now.